All right, stats, welcome to a video here where I'm going to do exactly like I show on this photo, or on this page here. This is like Chapter 2, homework set, number 5. All right, good time for a test. Chapter 5, number 5 and number 6. Folks, this is a little past 9 a.m. here when I'm making this, 9:25 to be exact. There are 23 students in stats, and 17 turned in their homework on time. That's just an unacceptable number, folks, to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie to you, ever. Don't believe in lying. So that was a bummer. We have tests being done today, so there it is. Hopefully we don't get interrupted too much. So let's keep going here. I mean, if we keep getting interrupted, I guess I'm gonna stop and ask when this will be over. But this is sounding pretty good. We're testing alarms. The alarms sound pretty good. Emergency alarms. Hopefully, you never have to hear them. Anyway, the rambling's going to stop. You just honestly need to start early on this. The due dates are due dates. They're firm. I told you every minute late, it's a percentage point off. And, if you're an hour 40 late, that's a 0. So the grades count. All of them count. There's no removing your lowest quiz or lowest homework set. You're given, literally you've been given everything for the first exam. So, you've had this homework set, which is due next Friday. You've had this homework set since the first 2 days of school. So you need to do it, guys. You need to do it early, because if you have internet issues the minute before it's due, that's on you guys. So yeah, a little disappointing to see our efforts there. Okay, so it is what it is. We're gonna move past that. We'll probably talk a little bit about it when I see you in person, but then that's it. We'll move on. I don't dwell on past mistakes there. So on the homework set, which you need to start this weekend, because again, we talked in class, it's no longer adorable to wait till the last minute, because though this class does start easy, it will get more challenging. And however long we're in the hybrid model, folks, that is clearly not suiting some of us. So 5 and 6, you don't have to do it by hand. You guys already know, so I'm kind of going over your homework here with you too. You already know how to do 9 and 10. We've done several of those by hand. You find the mean and the sample standard deviation by hand. So really, after this video, you'll know how to do at least 4 of them. I gave you on this homework set also, this is just a stem plot. So make a stem plot. You know how to do that? It's simple. Make a stem plot, 5-number summary, stating the outliers. This is a good question. I might make a video for this. Given the stem plot, build a 5-number summary. And honestly, it goes in order, so that one's pretty easy. I do like number 10. You can pretty much do all your homework. We've already talked about box plots already. We've already talked about box plots. You know how to make them. 5-number summary, use 1.4 times 5 times IQR. So literally, you can do 90% of this homework this weekend. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I'm really not going to understand if you don't. So there it is. Folks, we are going to, on Monday and Tuesday, talk about the ones where we type in our data into a list. So again, I'm very fluent with this one now, whether you use this or the one I have in class or one you have in your own, this is how you do it. So first off, again, this is an example, which counts as notes, which I assume you are getting down, okay? So on the TI-84, you hit stat. Then you go to edit. Oh no, there's numbers in list 1. So I hit quit, I go to stat, I go down to list 4, then ask me to clear list. Now I hit second one, and then it's list 1. Do I want to clear list 1? Yes, I do. Sometimes I want to clear list 1 and 2, chapter 4. Then I would hit comma, then I would hit second 2. Now I got to get the comma out of there because I just want list 1. List 1 is clear. Now on the other calculator here, after I turn it on, I go into data, And I just hit delete. Anything I don't want in there, list 1 here, I just hit delete. My lists are clear. Okay, so in both lists, I type in my number. So again, on TI-84 Plus, I go stat, I go edit, then I type in 212, enter 187, enter 191, enter 194, enter 224, enter 161, enter 215, enter 223, enter 195, enter 217, enter 220, 227, 234, 209. Then I'm going to hit second mode, quit out. On this one, I do the same thing. 212, enter. 187, enter. 191, enter. 194, enter. 224, enter. 161, enter. 215, enter. 223, enter. 195, enter. 207, enter. 220, enter. 227, enter. 234, enter. 209, enter. Then I hit second mode. I quit out of it. Great. So on both of them, we're going to better get the same answer. So on the TI-84 Plus, I hit stat. I go over to calculate one variable statistics. I hit enter. Then it asks me on mine, what list do you want it from? We want to list 1. Don't worry about the frequency. Then I hit enter. Great. On this one, I hit second data, go into stats, second data. I hit enter, and the same thing, list 1, frequency, just leave it at that, 1. I hit calculate. Great. X bar for both of them is the same. Good, I type E well. Now here's the difference, folks. Like I told you, this means population standard deviation, sigma of X. We don't want that. We want S of X, or S, X there. Okay, that is the sample standard deviation. I told you it'll always be bigger because you're dividing by 13 instead of 14. So we want the sample standard deviation. We want the sample standard deviation. We will treat these as samples always. So no matter what calculator you use here, you're going to get X bar is 207.79. You always round to 2 decimals. And then you get the standard deviation. They say SX, rounded 2 decimals, 19.83. Yes, it is an error for this because it's a sample if you type in the one that is population standard deviation. Again, the calculator doesn't know if you talk about a sample or population. So that is it. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to build a interval on these because you can just use your calculator. That's not going to be the whole point of it here. Build a interval of X bar plus or minus twice the standard deviation. You need to show me, there's not a lot of work to be shown here, so you need to show me this great work. What is that? 39.66. 168.13. I believe so. I'm going to use a calculator here. 207.79 plus 39.66. 247.45. Then you build that interval and you mention any outliers. 161, maybe these are bowling scores. Pretty good bowler here. 161 is an outlier because it's outside. It is on the low end there. So we would say 161 is an outlier. If there are no outliers, you would say there are no outliers. All right, and that question is basically 5 and 6. So this is a very good video, despite the alarms we had here and there, the bell testing, to get you started on homework 2, which you need to do. All right, folks, so let's get better at this next week. All right, this is Yak Math Videos signing out.